Hey guys, Kate Kennedy here with another video using our July hip kit and add-ons. So for this layout, I decided to take this picture of this funny little turtle that comes and eats. We have an outdoor cat and that adopted us, and this turtle comes and eats the cat food, which is good because there used to be squirrels that eat it, and now he's run off the squirrels. So we call him Mr. Turtle Friend because we didn't like the squirrels. So anyhow, I've taken this piece of October afternoon paper and cut it to make a mat for the picture. But before that, I put a piece of vellum over it just to mute it down a little bit. And then I took this other piece of October afternoon, and it's this like teal floral pattern. It's really pretty. And I'm matting it with that. And then I just went through all of the embellishments to try to find ones that coordinated with these colors, kind of like the gray, the teal, the cream, those sorts of colors. And I want to make this cluster along the bottom, which is what I do. And I've zoomed in a little bit here so you can see it better. And I get them all arranged, and I really like the way that that looks, except that on this white background, it's I don't know, it's just not sitting right with me. It's just too plain or something. I can't really figure out what I don't like about it at this point. So you're going to see me kind of thinking through the process of how to make this work. So I take all that off. I think I actually took a picture with my iPad first, and then I took all of that stuff off, and now I'm just thinking, like, that's what I'm doing. So I decided to pull out this 12 by 12 mask I have and use the Prima chalk ink that comes in one of the add-on kits, and I think the color is called like Old Road or something like that. And I just kind of taped them together, and then so I started just plopping this color over the stencil, and then I checked to see if I liked it, and I did. So I just continue on, and this takes a little bit of time because that chalk ink is pretty small, but I love the color of it. And I tried to make some of the triangles be more solid than some of the other ones, so it kind of gives it this little like somewhat gradient, somewhat distressed sort of look, and you're pretty much just making your own background paper. And if you don't have this 12 by 12 stencil, but you have maybe the smaller Heidi Swap stencil from I think it was last month or the month before, you could use that and just move it around the paper, or you could cut one out of a Cameo or a Silhouette or a Cricut or whatever kind of die cut machine you have. Or if you don't have any of those, you could just do it freehand with a craft knife and a piece of paper, and you could totally, because triangles are really easy to cut. So I would just like cut one and use it as a template, and then just cut, you know, a white piece of cardstock, use that, move it all around and do that. I'm just cleaning off, I don't know why I left this in the video, but I'm just cleaning off my stencil here because I don't like to leave them messy. And I just put it on my Ranger craft mat there. I use a baby wipe and a paper towel, just FYI. Unless I'm using like modeling paste or something like that, then I have to take it to the sink. But with ink, you can just kind of clean it up on your own. Anyhow, moving back to the layout. So I like that much better. So I'm going to trim down the white paper so that I can use something behind it, because it's still just a little too plain for me. I feel like it needs more layers. So I'm going to take this polka dot paper from Studio Calico. It's the gray polka dot one. I really need to be telling you the names of these papers. Let me get my kit. I think I'm just cutting off a little bit of the background. I mean the outside of that paper. So hold on, I'm gonna pull out my paper so I can tell you the names of these. The October afternoon chevron paper is Snapshots, and I'm just getting some top dots to put the little embellishments up on. The October afternoon floral paper is from Girl Talk, and it's called Blah Blah Blah, I think, yeah. And then The gray polka dot paper that I use in the back is from South of Market, and it's called Tickets Please. So I'm just taking some of those October afternoon cameras and a bunch of the other embellishments. Some of them are from crepe paper, and some of them are from the October afternoon snap caps that we got, and then one frame from the crepe paper. I think I only use one. Yeah, from the crepe paper frames that we use. Now, I do have to tell you that last week I did a layout where I mixed some older products from past kits in with the new kit, and some of these little October afternoon pieces might have been from the last pack of those we got, and they just got mixed in. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think the teal ones might have been from a past kit, and the gray ones are from this kit, or the opposite. I'm not sure, but you could use what came in the kit to do this if some of these aren't. It's just they were in my little tray, and I didn't remember that until after the layout was done. So I'm using one of these little chic tag wood veneer, the one that says scenic route, and I didn't really want it to say scenic route, so I just flipped it over because I liked the little wood piece. And I'm just trying to figure out where to put these, because I really like that frame and I really like the camera, but I feel like it leaves that gray frame in the middle really plain. So I try to add something else to it, but that doesn't work. I'll get there eventually to what I like, but I thought that the little wood veneer that say like go see do and or like road trip or something were really funny because it's a turtle and they move really slow. But I like to mix the wood in with this stuff. And then I wanted to use the blue, it's like a royal blue alphabet that we got in the kit. It's called the Flash Alpha in Deep Sea from October Afternoon. And so I decided to incorporate some of the little ephemera pieces that I know are from this kit that come in that royal blue color so that I could use that alphabet. And I really like the way that turned out. And then I'm just putting this little go see do wood veneer there, which I think is really cute. And let's see, I think I'm going to add some of these buttons from these are also from the kit, or one of the kits. They're from Teresa Collins' Something Wonderful. They're called decorative buttons. Some of them are chipboard and some of them are regular buttons. And then I also take that little strip of chipboard that I have in my hand right now that I just ripped, and I'm going to put it right there on top of that wood veneer. Crooked. I need to straighten that. I didn't even realize it was crooked till I'm doing this voiceover. And then I just add some of the buttons. One's chipboard, I think, and two are not chipboard, just regular buttons. And then I think I'm going to add a couple of the enamel pieces, also from the Teresa Collins Something Wonderful collection, I do believe. See, I didn't do a little cheat sheet on this layout, and now I have to look everything up. Yeah, they're the enamel dots and shapes. And I'm just looking through the chipboard here that I think comes in the main kit, maybe. I can't remember. But I don't end up using any of that, I don't think. And this is where I decided to add that cute little gray mustache, because he is a mister. Well, I mean, I don't know if the turtle's a mister or not, but that's what we call him. I was super happy with how that background turned out, because if you look back at the beginning of the video, what this layout, even with all of that embellishment on it, looked like with just a plain white background, it didn't look nearly as good. So at first I put like Mr. M.R. Turtle, and then I realized that that's not a big enough title. I wanted to spread across the whole top, so I decided to write out Mr. And I just stick these letters down, just the bottom of them, so that they're kind of loose, and you'll see that in the close-up pictures. And then I do the same thing with the friend. I just stick the top of them down. So I really like this color scheme. I find myself with this kit, I've only made 2 layouts so far, but they've both kind of been somewhat monochromatic, or just a couple of colors. Like the last one was red and pink, and then this one is kind of teal and gray. But there's so much in this kit that you can do that. So I'm just taking this gray shipping tag that was in my stash, and I'm going to use it for my journaling. And at first I put it there, and then I decided that I like it better at the top. So that's where it stays. So that is my layout, and here are the close-up shots of it. And thanks guys so much for watching. And remember, if you subscribe to the Hip Kit Club, to use the code CraftsandKate to get a free pattern paper add-on. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.